Welcome to Living with the Grain, guys. I'm Jared, and this topic is very difficult for me. I've already deleted 15 videos. I'm sure some people that have done this stuff have deleted way more. The thing that I'm seeing is it's very personal for me, or at least it's something where I struggle with. Probably a lot more with some of the other issues we've spoken about in the last few days. And it's feeling validated. Especially as a male, sometimes we express something in a softness, a gentleness, and then we get made fun of. Our wife pokes at us. I'm not saying my wife doesn't, but she does sometimes too. But that's besides the point. I'm going to tell you the reason I struggle with it the most first. Usually I like to have everything a little bit more laid out of what it is, but I struggle with it the most because I've never felt validated through my teenage years. After my parents got divorced, certain things happened. Certain people were involved, and I was not doing anything wrong, illegal, and yet I got in trouble a lot. It never seemed fair. And I'm realizing a lot of things I'm dealing with are from that specific point in time. That was 30 years ago, close to it. This stuff still comes up. So this trauma that I experienced 30 years ago is present, relevant to the way that I experience things now. So feeling validated is something I want to kind of rein in. I want to rein it in the sense of relationships, work, family, obviously relationships, but I don't want to make it this big, broad spectrum, because a lot of people feel a lot of different things, and we're seeing a lot of things I don't agree with, but I'm working on not judging those people. But the feelings we have are valid. They are real. We do feel them. It's truth. However, the way we respond to them is different. And it took me a long time. And it didn't take me a long time. I'm still working on it. I'm still working on that a lot. And that's why this topic is very difficult for me. Part of my goal with this is always be transparent. I don't want to hide anything. I don't want to sell anything. I want to help people. It's one of those things where I'm probably saying something which someone else has said 1,000 times before. But sometimes it's taken 1,000 words the same way spoken to me to get the resolution, the aha moment. The one story I can tell you today, I work logistics, and a driver that's very frequent with us, I'll make sure I enunciate that, frequent with us, he's working on something specific to him, but it's a very good goal. It's a very good goal that I believe he can accomplish, and I'm very proud of him for doing it. And we went into this conversation specifically in depth. And he was like, I don't feel. I don't do that. I don't feel. So when we brought this up, I didn't feel negated, actually, because I understood where he stood. Like, he just said, this is my stance. I was like, okay, I get that. So I'm not going to get anywhere with him working with this feedback. I was actually kind of seeking feedback from him, but I understood really quickly that I'm not going to get it. And I was actually okay with that, because he's comfortable with where he is. He knows who he is. I know who I am. I'm comfortable with where I am, but I'm still working on growing, which he probably is as well. However, again, it's a difficult topic, and I chose it because it is difficult, and it's difficult for me personally. What I'm figuring out is I've tried to do many, probably more shoots than any other that I've done, is there's no way to get emotionally involved with this topic. I've stepped away from it. I've tried several tools that I know what to do with, and yet feeling validated is like a very, very big thing. I'm open to some suggestions on this one. I will tell people what I do know, but I will tell you, being at peace, I think just finding the calmness, helps, but it doesn't last. Like, there's always something challenging this to me. Like I said, this is difficult. The question, I really don't even have a question for it. I mean, my question is, how do we figure out how to deal with it? So I can't even leave you with a question with guidance. I can leave you with a question that I have is, how do we do this? How do we deal with feeling validated? And I think there's a lot of other people that have probably experienced this more, probably much more versed than myself. And I'm hoping this will reach them, and maybe they can comment, give some feedback, help us out on this, or help me out on this one. But there's only so much time in the day, and there's a point where I've just got to figure out, this is good enough. I would like it better, but this is what I got. So here we are. I appreciate you. I am very grateful and thankful. Man, that is a difficult thing for me to deal with, is feeling validated. So if I can help in that way, if other people have figured out some things, they can like, share, subscribe, and help us out, help others out with that, I'd much appreciate it. Because yeah, man, this has been a tough video for me to even try to do. But I did it. I'm going to call this a win. Thank you guys. Take care and be at peace.